Hi, guys. Okay. Well, this is Mark Teaches Music, and this is our live stream to play and sing. This is a Q&A. You can answer, or you can answer all the questions you want, but you can also ask me all the questions, anything about anything musical at all in the whole wide world. I got my hat on today. A hat. This is many hats. This is one of my hats, and so you can ask any questions about anything. And although this episode 27, today is the seventh day of December, crazy, and this is episode 27 again, crazy. So and I'm going to try and answer all your questions about music, about playing, about being playing with other people, playing by yourself. This would be a great day for everybody to just flood me with questions. I have questions, all the questions, but I'm saying your personalized questions, specifically when we get into these questions. Answers and responses, and wait a minute, how does that work, and stuff like that. So, but even if you don't, I'm still ready. So if you are interested in the lessons, go to www.dallasmusiclessons.com, and there's information about lessons as well as stuff you can sign up. And if you have questions, you need to ask your questions today, right? But if you're not at the live stream, then you need to ask your questions. Send me an email at mark@dallasmusiclessons.com, and mark@dallasmusiclessons.com. And as always, if you like this, you need to subscribe. You need to hit notifications. You need to share this. You need that. Yesterday I was saying, you need to contact your congressman, get them to, support some legislation to make me, know some sort of government sponsored thing for something. Ow. And so anyway, please share. Please get people to do this. So anyway, I think we're ready to jump on in, and I'm looking here, and my first question. This is a lengthy question. The first question is, how many kinds of Christmas songs are there? And now, when I say I've been teaching for, well, it depends on how you want to count it. I taught my first lesson in 1978, and I was, I guess I was 20. But I wasn't teaching, full time or anything. So let's say 30, 35 years. So this is my opinion, obviously, and you can. It's like the parts of music, or what are the things that are incorporated in music. There's different levels. How you could say there's 15 different kinds, or you could say there's one. There's all the ones that are about Christmas. I'm going to say that there are four kinds, and so I could answer, and that'd be the end of it. Just be like, oh, well, that's good to know. Four kinds. I wonder what they are. Another good question. So that question, the answer to that is the four kinds are: there's our arpeggiated Christmas songs, which are mostly the Christian songs. Not all the Christian songs, but a lot of them are the Christian Christmas songs. There's the boom chuck Christmas songs, which are mostly the secular Christmas songs. And I'll give examples on all of these. There's Christmas carols, English carols, and not in English, but based on English music from 300, 200 years ago, like the Boar's Head Carol. But and then there's modern Christmas songs. So I'm going to give examples of each of those. And again, throw me your questions. They don't have to be about Christmas. I'm on Christmas today, and if you want to jump on that Christmas bandwagon, great. If you want to derail us and take us off of Christmas, then we'll go there. So okay, so first off, now listen. My computer, this is a really good computer. It's MSI. But I mean, right now I have 5 cameras plugged into it so that I could do this, as you see, and then guitar close, and then piano close, and so and no telling what's going to keep going in terms of the feed. You may see me in a little box in the corner talking to hey. So uh, so anyway, The so the first kind, the arpeggiated kind of songs, and these are songs like "Away in a Manger," "Silent Night," "We Three Kings," "The First Noel," "Silver Bells," and looking at, and just by the way, Band in the Box let me down just totally and just screwed up my whole day. I was going to ad lib to "Joy to the World," Mariah Carey ish version on the bass, and here's the bass over here, and then anyway, it didn't help me, so I'm all goofed up because of that. So arpeggiated. Now arpeggiating means to take the notes of a scale of a chord. I'm sorry, and to play them singly or at least individually. So there's a lot of ways we could do that, and I have a guitar way over here. I'm going to show you on the guitar. It's not teaching uh, you how to play that. I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to go, okay, now put your finger here and but it's more the concept. Hey, Jeffrey. Uh, so it's more the idea that you can, and listen, if you're trying to play songs, Christmas songs, anytime you're trying to play a bunch of songs, and I mean like more than 5 songs, uh, it'll help you a lot if you can group them together. These songs are very similar. Once I learn how to do this song, then I can apply that to this song and this song and this song and this song, even though they're in different keys and stuff. So, so our first type of song is these arpeggiated. I'm not exactly, I'm going to show you 2 ways on the guitar, but I'm not trying to teach you as much as say, hey, check it out. These songs are very similar to one another. So first off, we have the arpeggiated. And apparently a gun went off. Or that may have been a duck. I don't know. So let's see. Let me get my close to the guitar. I think you need to see my right hand more than you need to see. Look at that. This is set up for the bass. Again, you can all hate. I want everybody hating on Band in the Box because, yeah, well, that's actually not good, but it's not terrible. Not the worst thing that ever happened. All right, so I'm not really trying to get you. I guess it's true. I'm not really trying to get you on my. This is just regular chords. This will work on electric. Doesn't matter the guitar. Let's see. I need to switch this picture. I just want you to see. I'm not. Again, seriously. I'm not. Hope this doesn't seem offensive or confusing. I'm just trying to say, here are these songs, and they say whatever they are. Let's say it's a silent night. So I can go. I get many ways, but the idea is silent night, holy night. Well, you can't really see that. Well, it's good enough. Let's just squinch this over here. Hopefully, it won't break off and fall on the floor, because that would be bad. All right. All is gone. But the point is, we're picking individual strings. Now, we can do that with our hand. We can go no pick now. Silent night, holy night, all is gone, all is bright. I just want to show you too that this is not. This is about families of songs, right? So here we got "Away in the Manger." Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. To Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. Song number 3. We three kings of Orient are. So we're picking them like this. And let's see another one. The first note. The first Noel is the same. See, silver bells, la 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 la. Silver bells, la 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 la. Okay, now I was doing the pick and do my hand, silver bells, silver bells. Okay, now. The point is there's maybe two more songs like that that are Christmas songs. They're similar to one another with that arpeggiated and single. So how would you do that if you've never done that before? Well, you can look at it like, here's my strum. I'm doing like this, I'm used to do this. Then you're in tune. No. So you... Anyway, so I'm saying I'm used to strumming, so I would go like, for example, I'm just trying to get a kind of a hybrid arpeggiated thing, is that I would be going like, let's say, well, what was it, Silent Night. So instead of going Silent Night, oh, the first Noel, silver bells, back key. A lot of these songs are in 3. Now, I want to show you over here on the piano. That's why I had hooked up these other, why I did hook up these other cameras. Let's see how we can do. And and I'm just saying, like I said already, it's not that I'm saying, here's this, is that thing working? Oh, look at that. Yay. That's so good. Okay, so now again, I'm ready for your questions. Ask me about death metal. I'll answer. So but if you take the same thing on a piano, we would take the chords on the piano, and we would say, okay, look, here's a silver. Let's say it's Silent Night. You just play. Here's your Silent Night, and you would here's your C chord, and you would just play. It's so simple. You just play the notes. Sherlock Holmes said that he wouldn't tell people how he figured out stuff because once he explained it, then people are always like, "Oh, that was easy. Anybody can do that." So maybe I shouldn't explain. But anyway, the point is just the notes of the chord, and you just play them one at a time, up and down. Silent night. We'll just go up for now. Oh, the first Noel. It sounds all intimate. Arpeggios sound intimate, period. They sound like, because of the notes being broken up into pieces, it just sounds intimate and personal. That's period. Every song. Jim Croce sounds intimate and personal because a lot of his songs, when the songs that are beautiful, because they pick the notes, and it's individual notes. Okay, the second kind of song, a Christmas song, is boom chuck, and depending on what you've done, you've heard a million songs like that. That name is very familiar with it or not, and that is this sound, and that's basically going low note, a bass note. Look at that camera in my way. Well, I'm going to change my picture anyway, so that's going to make it good. All right, here we go. Here's my picture. So we're going to go like a low note. So to go, it's like jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun. So here's the C chord. And instead of going jingle all the way, I'm going a one note and then the chord and then a one note and a chord. I can alternate my bass. Who did swallow? Who did? So just these millions of songs that have this boom chuck, polka, what do you want to call it? So songs that are like that are Jingle Bells, Rudolph, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, Frosty the Snowman, Frosty the Snowman. So if you haven't done that before, I have a hybrid. I teach students this a hybrid way of doing this. I want you to see. And let's say you're not skilled enough to hit a single bass note. So instead, what you can do, oh gosh, that's really messing me up. There we go. I'm looking at the wrong picture. So instead of, if you're not skilled enough to hit a single bass note, you can go what I call low, high, low, doesn't sound as good, no, but it gets you in the ballpark. Frosty the snowman had a very big fat head. Da 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 da. And Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Low, high. I don't care if I hit more than one string. And hit that. So had a very shiny nose. And it, of course, would sound better if you had to do that. And if you ever saw it, you know, that would sound better. I have a real tinny sound here today. But anyway, so that's on the guitar, boom chuck, and on the bass, not the bass, there's the bass, but not on the bass. No sirree, Bob, on the. That is so. What a weird picture. No, on the pianino. Then, yep, on the pianino, all we're going to do is simple as, it's just, here's your chord, C chord. Nope, we're going to go, here's our chord, C, okay, whatever the chord is. And we're going to hit, instead of the chord, we're going to hit the lowest note, and then the right hand. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. This is like a guerrilla Christmas songs. You know, you don't know how to do it, so you're trying to make it sound pretty cool. And of course, things like alternating the bass. When we're alternating the bass, we're going from the first note of the chord, usually, to the fifth note of the chord, but we're going down to it. So. One horse open sleigh. So this is D chord, play a D, and then there's the 5. Go down to the 5, which is A. So boom chuck, and it sounds like that, boom chuck or boom chick. Different people have different. It's really more of a very old. 120 years old description of a way to play. So anyway, so let's get back out of that picture, which is not flattering. Yeah, okay. And then the third type of Christmas song is English Christmas carols, which in general, unless you play pretty well, you need to stay well clear of. Stay well clear of English carols, because English carols are freaking hard, and there is the way that English carol is we think of it as being the right sound is that basically a change of chord on every note. Basically, we think of it like let's see. Joy to the World, these songs, Christmas carols. I said the Boar's Head Carol, but that's not a good example. On the 12 days of Christmas, you're thinking on the first day of Christmas, my let's see what key is it? My true love said to me, a partridge in a pear tree. Chord. And it's really hard to do. It's especially hard to do on the guitarra. Pianoists, it's easier to do bass lines on the piano because you got an independent hand to just run around and hit all those bass notes. The guitar, he's just got these 4 fingers. It's just kind of going, hey. You can do it. It's just harder. So, but in general, when I say stay away from these English carols, they're just wonderful and beautiful and amazing songs. I'm so for them. It's just that if you're, like kind of said, guerrilla Christmas songs, you're going to have a hard time just kind of flobbing together a version of a little town of Bethlehem. It sounds like really easy, but you can change it, you know, and we can do a, you know, it's just not going to sound like it's supposed to sound. So I can do a very simple version. You can do a simple version, and go, ho, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see the light above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by, yet in the dark streets. I'm leaving that stuff. I already left that stuff that's important. Let's see. Can't do that. Head in the dark street shines. I can't stand that because that's not how it goes. So anyway, unless you and look, we can change every song in the world. The hardest song in the world, make it easiest song in the world. Easiest song in the world, make it the hardest song in the world. That's what arranging is all about. You know, covering a song, what's it, the remix, you know, all that stuff. So anyway, so the English Christmas carols, like I said, 12 Days of Christmas, the Away in a Manger, no, not Away in a Manger, but Angels We Have Heard on High, Joy to the World, and songs like, if you think about them, what you want to hear is a chord, basically every beat. Every time the note changes, you want a chord change. It feels like the right thing to do. And so they're very hard because of that. I'm not saying don't do them, but I'm just saying that, you know, something to think about. And the last kind is basically modern songs. And of course, when I say that, it's like there's a whole lot, but that's like open, every kind of song there is. But songs like the Christmas song and like, you know, Merry Christmas, War's Over, and my gosh, how is Last Christmas a Christmas song? You got me. But somehow, okay. All right. So Jeffrey, what this looks like is a peace sign and a guitar, and is that teeth in a glass? I can't tell. It must not be that, but I can't see what that is. It's not big enough. So anyway, so on the modern songs, there's a lot of similar styles. Like, I know, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. I'm getting nothing for Christmas. Mommy and Daddy are mad. But that'll be Boom Chuck. Same thing would be Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. Even though it's a more modern song. So modern songs would be a mix of different styles, and generally just be like your regular songs. It would not be particularly Christmas carol-y or a Christmas song specifically. Now, I'm not trying to be any more detailed than that. This is all I'm trying to do, is give you an example of the idea. There's arpeggiated songs. There's about 5 or 6 of those. You learn how to arpeggiate or something that kind of works as an arpeggiation. You'll get the intimacy of those songs, group them together, work them together. Yay. Then Boom Chuck, which is most of the happy, cute songs. You know, Jingle Bells, Rudolph, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, Frosty the Snowman. And you group those together. Once you learn how to do one, you can probably do all the others. And then Christmas carols, English carols, old, 100, 200, 300 years old songs. Where there's a carol chord on every beat. You probably stay away from those. And then last one is modern songs, but they're not modern like made 5 years ago. They're like modern like it's that time of year when the world falls in love. Every song you hear seems to say Merry Christmas. And that's a great song. It's a jazz tune. Same thing for the Christmas carol. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. It's just not as hard as it seems to do, by the way. So those songs are they have the normal kind of rules of doing a song without the of a regular song rather than something especially Christmas about them. Okay, now if you got a question about that, you need to throw it at me, baby. I will answer the question. But otherwise, I'm moving on. So the next question is a very good question. People ask me this all the time. Here's the question: how do you get two piccolos to play in tune? How do you get two piccolos to play in tune? You shoot one of them. That's the answer. How do you get two piccolos to play in tune? You shoot one of them. Okay, so anybody want to write that down? Look at that. Look at that light. Look at that. I'm an alien. What is that? Get in the other eye. Yes, there it is. Take me. Yeah, take me to your leader. Okay. So anyway, I was just trying to get more light on my head because I want everybody to see my band-aid in my head right there. Okay. So how do you get two piccolos to play in tune? You shoot one of them. Okay. Now this is another Christmas question. I'm looking here. So you got your questions you want to ask about, how to play, Indian classical music. I'll tell you everything I know, which is not that much, but some. But anyway, point is, so on this next question, here's Christmas thing, and what are the best Christmas songs to sing with family and friends? And first off, I want to say, having done so many, I want to say centuries, but it hasn't been centuries, but it's been decades and decades of, hey, let's all sing Christmas songs. So in general, I want you guys to listen to me now. This is serious. I'm being serious. What is typically going to happen is everybody is all excited, or a bunch of people in your family are excited, or your friends, whatever, all excited about doing Christmas songs. And, we're going to do Christmas songs. Oh, it's going to be great. Oh, we're going to do this and this and this. And you get in there and you go da 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 da, and you go, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey. Okay. And then you go, dashing through the snow. And maybe two people go, and a one-horse open sleigh. And then you alone go, o'er the fields we go, laughing. You go, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you wouldn't say it glows. There, Frosty, who knows? There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found for when they do not know. So everybody's got to go, Frosty the snowman, da 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 da, and they're all looking at you while you sing and play. So the first thing for you to do when you're going to in terms of what are the best Christmas songs to sing with friends, those are the simplest songs. And if you can, you need to get yourself a compadre or two that either y'all worked on those songs or those people know the words to those songs, so that it won't be, big start and then three measures into it, poof, just nothing but everybody watching you, which is fine. I know, but the idea is, right, a family, we're going back and forth. So a really good idea is to go to, I realize this is more preparation than most people want to do. So I'm just telling you, it's a good idea whether you want to do it or not, is to go to ultimateguitar.com and just, download the lyrics, 4 or 5 copies of each of the songs you want to play, and just hand them out to folks and everybody. Nobody, it's not that in general at this one time of year, it's not that people don't want to sing. It's that they don't know the words and they don't want to be embarrassed. And that's right, that they shouldn't be embarrassed. So I'm just saying, if you could get the words and also if you can get somebody to help you, hey, Jimmy's going to sing with me or Sally's going to try, hard, so that it won't be a solo, just you, and including yourself. You may not have thought about it. You may not know anything more. Most people on every song on the planet, you can send me a song right now, the name of a song, and most everybody's going to be able to say the first line of the verse and the first line of the chorus, and that's all they know. So they go, I've been waiting for a girl like you. What's the next words? What's the uh sometimes I feel the fear uncertainty coming clear. Somebody goes, well, whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. Well, open arms, yeah. What's next? You don't know. I don't know. So anyway, I'm just pointing out the problem we have that we don't. It's just like we have in our head a little file cabinet that just has the title and we don't know the rest of the song. So so anyway, so the simplest Christmas songs are going to be the ones that everybody knows, the ones that have a few chords. You can just look at them on a piece of paper and say, hey, or you can run through it like Silent Night. Silent Night, one chord, another chord, and back to the first chord, and another chord, and back to the first chord, and another chord, and back to the first chord. It's actually, it's a five chord, and one, five, 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 one. Now, there's incredibly involved in beautiful versions with many, many chords, many more chords than that. But that is a simple song. Same thing for Rudolph, can be played with four chords, I think. But don't take my word for it. Just actually look. Actually look or actually sing it or actually play it, like that. So actually, I have more Christmas songs here. Christmas questions. But I'm going to stop because it's after 7:30. So I want you guys, if anybody has a question, shoot me a question right now. Like just quickly, you know, I'm being held by terrorists and they need me to sing Christmas songs. If there's anybody got to do that. So, okay, no. So anyway, all right. Well, I'm gonna stop with that. I talked about the kinds of Christmas songs, four kinds of Christmas songs: arpeggiated, boomchuck, Christmas carols, English Christmas carols, and modern songs, and how to play them in a very generalized fashion. Then we talked about the best songs to choose, and we'll talk next week. Now, listen, we don't have to talk about Christmas, but we are going to have this question: what are the easiest Christmas songs to do, and then how will we make a song easier to play? And then, so we kind of touched on that, but the actual question was, what is the best Christmas songs to play with family and friends? And what I said was, the first thing is that you need to be aware that most people are not going to be singing, even though they want to. They do want to. And just by the way, this is actually a part of that question is when you, for some reason, whoever made all the music books in the world, they seem to say, I want people uncomfortable when they sing. And so they put the songs in keys that are just too high for normal people, not non-musicians. So a homemaker and a lawyer and a mechanic does not want to be going, chestnut roasting. He doesn't want to do that. He's not going to sing. He's just going to watch. So one of the things you might do is when you do your songs, you look at your songs, you might actually sing them and see, is this comfortable? Will my Aunt Sadie enjoy doing this? Would Billy, my neighbor, enjoy doing this song? Instead of just, it's either it's on the chart, I'll do it, or I can sing it. That doesn't matter. What you want is, 15 friends all enjoying singing Christmas songs. So, and just by the way, Ultimate Guitar, which is not, certainly not endorsed or endorsing them, but they do have a nifty little feature that you can drop the key, so if you're like, this song's too high, you can drop it 2-3 frets. It doesn't matter, 2-3 half steps. It doesn't matter because your folks who are singing with you are just looking at the words, and you are too, maybe. So anyway, okay. And then the last thing about how you get two piccolo players to play in tune, of course, you have to shoot one. It's the only way that'll ever work. Okay, so I'm Mark Black. This is Mark Teaches Music. This was, I guess, a Christmas episode. And this is our To Play and Sing Q&A. And we're here. This one is every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And this is Mark Teaches Music. And I'm Mark Black. And then if you're interested in lessons, go to www.dallasmusiclessons.com. If you have any questions after this live stream, this weekend on this Sunday we're having two seminars. They'll be on the website to see and to join. again for us for about. We'll definitely be talking about there's only three kinds of chords, what those three kinds of chords are, and that'll be this Sunday. And then, but if you got any questions, send me an email at mark@dallasmusiclessons.com. As always, until I see you again, I want you to have fun and I want you to be awesome, and I know you can do it.